All right, we are now ready to do steaming. There is a simple method and then there is a more advanced method. Pretty much the same principle, but you'll see the difference here in a moment. So we're gonna do the simple, sort of plain sort of thing. Now, for steaming, you might be used to having a big pot with a big basket insert where you would put a bunch of water in there. Then you would throw the vegetables in, put the lid on, turn the heat on, and then you come back 20 minutes later and your vegetables look like they came out of a can. They look sort of dead, mushy, totally overcooked. Then you have a big pot and a big basket insert to wash after that. And many times those things don't even fit inside your sink. So I'm gonna show you the small pot, very easy way to do this. All right, so I have here a completely empty pot, as you see. All right, and here's what's gonna happen. I have a little bit of water here and I'm gonna add maybe a tablespoon and some change to it, okay? I'm gonna put the lid back on and we're gonna turn this on to high heat. So we are creating a steamer. That happens because we're adding just a small amount of liquid and we're gonna have it at high heat so that small amount of liquid could turn into steam very quickly. If you add too much water to your pot, it's going to take a lot longer to get to that steaming part, but you're actually not going to be steaming, you're going to be boiling. So the trick here is just a small amount of liquid, okay? Now here's how this works. This is the last thing you get ready before dinner. So at this point, your bean casserole is ready, your baked potatoes are done, and your steamed rice is done, okay? So everything else that's going to go for dinner is ready, and this is the last thing you have to do. So once everything else is done, then you go dinner time, right? And that's when, you know, the kids and the spouse just sort of slowly start coming to the table, all right? And then you go, all right, you get the glasses, you get the napkins, you get the plates, okay? So as they're sort of coming to the table, that's when your action is happening, okay? So we're gonna do this in 3 stages. The first stage is the hard vegetables. So we're gonna add some carrots here. And so when you do this, what you wanna do is lift the lid away from your face, not towards your face. So here I go, I lift, I drop my carrots in, I make sure there's still just a little bit of water, all right? So I added just a little bit more, okay? So now somebody's coming back with the napkin, somebody's grabbing the glasses, and sort of everybody's sort of converging now onto the dinner table, okay? So your hard veggies are in, the carrots, the rutabagas, for me, the Brussels sprouts, the turnips, whatnot. So hard veggies in first. And then about 30, 40 seconds later, that's when the medium vegetables go in. So this is the celery, the zucchini, the asparagus, the cauliflower. Again, you lift away from your face. You make sure that there is still enough water in there. If not, you add a little bit more, okay? And then the last step, now everybody's sitting down. Now you say, okay, here, you know, you quickly grab the bean casserole and you take it to the table, all right? So another 30, 40 seconds later, that's when you add your leafy vegetables, the kale, the chard, the spinach, okay? Again, away from your face. Give it a quick check, make sure you still have water. You add your leafy greens, okay? And then another 30 to 40 seconds later, this is done, all right? So that's how quickly this happens, okay? You don't need that big pot with a big insert so that your veggies look like they are sort of dead. This whole process takes a total of about 1.5 minutes-ish, maybe 2 minutes at most. So we are actually done now, all right? So let me turn the heat off. And now watch what these vegetables look like. All right, I got myself a nice plate here. I'm gonna lift the lid, okay? And the camera could probably catch that. Let's see how beautiful they are. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my plate. You'll notice that there is hardly any water left in the pot. And again, that's by design because we only added a little bit of water at a time because what we really wanted was steam. So I'm gonna catch this last little leaf in there and take a look at that. That is how vibrant the color is on your steamed vegetables because you cook them very quickly. The quicker you cook your vegetables, the more nutrition, the more flavor, and the more color you're going to retain. So if you go and bite one of these, they have this perfect al dente stage where the carrot is still firm, but I can bite right through them. And that is what's called the al dente sort of texture. You probably heard that from cooking pasta. That's exactly how these vegetables are. Just beautiful, al dente, vibrant in color. That is simple steaming.